good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. This is Queen Olive in her kitchen. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. This is Queen Olive in her kitchen. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, as you see my topic today, I'm cooking some cow foot. I'm trying to show people how to do your cow foot, and your cow foot doesn't hard and or get too saggy. Yes, so this is Queen Olive in her kitchen. Today, Sunday, April the 15th. Yes, this is Queen Olive once again. Yep. So, I'm cooking cow foot. Rotate it here. Yes. Come on. Yeah. I'm here cooking cow foot. And I'm not cooking curry cow foot. I'm cooking brown stew cow foot. Yeah. So when you're cooking your cow foot, what we do if we want it to come out very nice and thing, what we do is, yes, I have it on the fire right here. I started from overnight. I wash my cow foot, clean it up very good and nice. My cow foot, come on, stop giving me trouble. Take off this, rotate off there. Yeah, wash my cow foot. Clean it up very good. You know, we don't have a lot of things to clean if there is any hair on it, because sometimes they don't scrape it properly, which, you know, these ones been scraped properly. So what I do, I just washed it from overnight, put it on the fire and let it boil for 20 minutes, and then I turned off the fire. So when I turn it off, I left it from overnight now, so to come back this morning, I season it, because we don't want to eat it too saggy and we don't want it to eat too hard. So that's why I do it this way. So this is the part that the cow foot in. I'm doing it with rice and peas and s'mores. I'm focusing on the cow foot right now. So what I do, I make it put it on from overnight. As I say, if you want it to eat, when you're cooking the cow foot, you have something to eat. That's how you do it. We put it on the fire and boil it from overnight, and then after in the morning you wake up, then we started to cook it, recook it, and season it. So there I have it, the cow foot right here. This could go right in the pot. It could go right there in the pot. Yeah. Good morning. Yes, I'm cooking today. Oh yes. So this right there in the pot there, the cow foot that in the pot there. And this is when you do it from overnight. You do it from overnight. This is how it looks. You see, from overnight, this is how it looks. You see the cow foot. See cow foot there. So we have something to eat. But when we cook it and pressure it, you don't have nothing to eat. So this is the cow foot, actually the cow foot itself right there. That is it. See it right there. Yeah. So what I cut up onion, scallion. I put thyme in there. Everybody know I do cook with my celery. So I have everything put in there. So I turn on this stove now with all the seasoning in there. All the seasoning. And I'm going to season it down. And we're going to cook it for like about 30 minutes. And 30 minutes we're ready to eat it, because we already cook it and soak it overnight in the hot water. Like when we are cooking our peas. When we are cooking our peas, we cook our peas overnight. You know, one time, you know, like in Jamaica, there's peas so hard. It's not the peas hard, and I think it's the water is the problem over there. So right now, I am doing my cow foot, and I'm not doing it with curry. I'm doing it with my brown stew. Brown stew with rice and peas. It's going to be awesomely lovely. So here it's on the fire here. That's over there is the peas I'm cooking, which I soaked the peas overnight. So I have everything in here. The fire is on. So here I'm going to go put my powder seasoning in. Yes, my powder seasoning. I'm going to put some seasoning salt. Here it is, the seasoning salt. Yeah, I remember, ladies, divas, and that when you're boiling the cow foot, you can what to prevent the cow foot from not boiling over and messed up your stove. You got to put a little salt in there, and do not cover the pot when you're cooking it. Don't cover the pot. So put a little salt in there. Put a little salt and let it cook when you're cooking it from overnight. Not the salt to let it salty. Good morning, Doodle. Everybody, good morning. Here, Doodoo. My handbag come, Doodoo.
Good morning.
Yeah. This is my handbag. She come to see me. So this is my seasoning salt. I put some seasoning salt in there.
But only one person watching.
Yeah, but when after one person watching, then a lot of people will come up later. It's gonna go on YouTube. Yeah. So your head is in the way. They're seeing your head instead of they're seeing the pot. Yeah. Yeah, so I put some seasoning salt in there. Remember, I have my onion, my scallion, and I have my onion, scallion, my celery, my pepper, and my, yes, good, yeah. So everything I have in there. So it's gonna boil for 30 minutes because you know when we are doing this thing we have to do the 30 minutes, but we can do 2 hour, 3 hour pot for cook. So there, everything is in there and it's gonna boil. So I just put some seasoning salt in there just now, and I'm gonna put some chicken season. You know, any kind of season you have, you put it in anything. Some chicken season. Remember now, we don't want it to salt because when we're cooking it, we cook it with a little salt, not to let it boil over. The salt prevents it from boil over. You know, when you're boiling cow foot, it's frothy. I don't want it frothy and boil over. So I don't put no, I put a little salt in there. So I put all these seasoning. I'm going to taste it to see if it's up to my standard. Yes, it's up to my standard. I got pepper in there. So again, remember, I tell you, I am not going to put no curry in there. So I'm going to put my browning. So let me go with my browning. This is my browning. I have it in the bottle, but each time those bottle, when I get those bottle, them always break. So instead of, I don't want to lose it all the time, so I make sure throw it out in this bottle. So I'm gonna put my browning. I don't want it to too black now. So I put this cooking spoon. This is like a serving spoon full of browning. So I'm gonna think it still take some more browning because it's not brown enough. We don't want it to look too white. So I'm gonna put 2 teaspoons of browning in there. This is the browning I use is the Jamaica Grace browning, the one that we use to do cake. That's what I use. I do not like this browning here because it's full of salt. This doesn't have no salt. So I put everything in there and it's gonna boil down for like about 20 minutes. Then after 20 minutes it boil down, I'm gonna put my Jamaica butter bean. Tell them what it is, Doodle.
Jamaica butter bean.
Yes, it's Jamaica Grace butter bean. I'm going to put in there. So it's going to be 20 minutes.
The classic butter bean.
Okay, she said it's the classic butter bean. So there, we put that there. So we're going to cover the pot. And remember, it's not going to boil up and froth over because I already do that from last night. So I'll put the little salt in there. So there, I'm going to make over here, I'm going to make some salad over here. This is my countertop here. Remember, each time you use something, you put it away because, you know, you will end up put stuff in what you don't want to put it because when you're doing more than one cooking. Yes, you have always say you don't wash your meat with lime and vinegar. Yes, I do not wash my meat with lime and vinegar. Yeah, I do not. Yeah, I just use salt, yes. Yeah, because when the vinegar let your meat get trashy. So I don't use lime or vinegar on my meat. I just always use salt to wash my meat. But if you people want to use your vinegar and your salt, it's up to you to do what you want to do. But I do not use it because of the reason why. I notice how some people do. They always have in their, they put their meat and vinegar, their meat in lime and vinegar overnight to soak it.
People want
when they finish soak that, and then when they take it out of the water, that is pure trash. It get black and not looking good. So I don't use that. I always do the testing first. Everything I do, I test this before I start to cook or tell somebody how to do it. But everyone do what they want to do with their cooking. You understand? I'm just making a suggestion and I'm just trying to do my little cooking channel. So to each his own. You cook how you feel like it, because when you cook with, when you soak it down in vinegar and lime, when you finish and cook it, it doesn't have no taste. It is trashy. That's why a lot of people eat a lot of pepper, because they say if they don't cook with pepper, the meat don't have no taste. Well, I don't have to cook with pepper to give my meat taste, because when you wash it in salt, you could see the things that come off it. The salt take off all the things, because salt is like iodine. When this, sometimes people used to get cut, they just get some salt in their hand and throw it in it, and it heal it up. Yeah, so that's what I do. So here I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put this away, because you know each time when I do, what happened, Kenny? Okay, each time you know I do. Remember, I always said we have a white towel. We have a white towel. That's when if your hand get messy and it can reach to the pipe in time, or sometime, you know, that's why a lot of people get arthritis, because wash hands, wash hand. So what you do, you get your white towel, you wipe your hand, and then when you got the time now, then you put it under the pipe and wash it out, so it always been clean. And remember, cooking and cleaning at the same time, it makes you have clean food to eat. And I'm making some rice and peas. You see this colored looking pot here. I have other more pot, but I decided to use this pot today. Yes, because sometimes we have to have a little discolored pot when we're cooking. Although when you're doing your food cooking, you take out the best. So here I'm putting away the seasoning, because when you season up, you have to taste it to see if you got the right taste from it. Here I'm putting some these are some pimento seed. The pimento seed is spice, so I'm putting some pimento seed in here. Yeah, and also it's some in my rice and peas over there. Yeah, I'm making some rice and peas. I'm going to church later, but I'm cooking first before I go to church. You know, you have all these soya sauce and things. I don't use them because it's salty, so I just leave these alone. I just do my regular thing, and I do not want no curry in my. I do not want no curry in my cow foot. So the cow foot is going to be there, and it's going to be boiled. And when it's finished boiling, then I put my butter bean in it, and we're going to get a rich, nice, cook it down. You see, it's not a lot of water in that. Water in there alone could finish cook it, because we started from last night. Cow foot is very hard, but nowadays we don't have no hard meat no more, you know, because the amount of people in this world here, we can't make them cow get old until them tough. Like, you know, long time people used to save them cow, this them goodwill cow, and save it for this and save all the animal. They, especially, you know, these people putting all kind of thing in the feed to let they grow. You have all day-old chicken and all them things. So, you know, it's not going to take a long time. So it's there. It's going to simmer down. While I'm over here, I'm going to put some butter in there also. Put a stick of butter, because we don't put no oil in it, because the cow foot makes its own oil. So I'll put some butter in there. And also I'm going to put some butter over there in my rice and peas. Yeah. And I'm not going to put the butter bean in there as yet, because I don't want it to get smudgy. So I'm just going to wait right there until it's the right time, because we have at least 30 minutes to cook this. So here, over here now, right over here, I'm going to make some salad for my food, because I like, when I'm cooking, I always like to have my salad. Likes to make my salad. So I'm going to put some sweet pepper in there. I'm going to put sweet pepper. Remember, when you go to the market and you buy your food, when you go to the market and you buy your food, ladies and gentlemen, remember to wash them, because a lot of people come, they touch it. Some people's hand is dirty. They just finish eating. Some people dig their nose, just like how they say Queen Olive dig her nose. And some people dig all part of them body parts. So we have to wash whatsoever we buy from the store before we put it in our refrigerator. Sometimes some people pick it up, it fall on the ground. They just pick it up and put it back right there. So whatsoever we buy at the store, we got to wash it, because there's a lot of people who get all kind of sickness, and people don't know what really is the cause of it, because people gonna say is you know, in the island people always say other things, but we has to wash it and thoroughly wash it. I recommend all my divas and my Dan, when they in the kitchen, they gotta spray a spray pump in their kitchen so that they could spray the stuff like right over here. I don't know if you can see right here. See, I have a spray here. See there, the spray. Yeah, I recommend everybody get a spray. So wherever on the food like this, there's anything all in there, spray whatever there, it spray right out. It wash it right out. So I recommend everybody get a spray. When you buy it, you just get the plumber or your husband easily can get these things fixed. So you spray it like this, whatever on it, it's sprayed off. Yeah. Yes. So there we're gonna make some vegetable to eat with my rice. I'm gonna put some rice in the pot now because the peas was already in the making from last night too, because I plan on going to church. So I have everything ready. Yeah, so I'm gonna put some rice in now. Because remember, Queen Olive says she's not doing a lot of cooking because it's only me and Kenny alone. So this rice, what this rice can do. Oh, I think this rice is too small. I gotta get some more rice. We need a little more rice. So we're gonna set upstairs to get some rice. Cause let me see if I have rice in here. Donna, go get me a couple of rice upstairs. Make it stop to use the money rice. Yes, give you a cup. So the peas is there. The comfort is here. It started to boil up. You can see it in the pot there. It started to boil. See, it's not too dark. It's boiling. Yeah. Yes, there it is. It's boiling, so everybody see. That's Queen Olive is cooking. Cooking is an art. Remember, everybody, cooking is an art. It's like when you cook, it's like you're drawing. You're drawing a portrait of somebody or something. Cooking is an art. And it's not everybody was born to be a cook. Everybody didn't born to have a sweet hand like Queen Olive. Queen Olive has a sweet hand. Everything I touch my hand and it's come out positively good. Yeah. So there, while I'm waiting for the rice, I'm gonna make some salad because I likes to eat my salad. It's very healthy for us. Yes. And over here, right there, I'm here with my knife. So I cut up my lettuce. I cut it. Not a lot here because it's only me and Kenny alone. Yeah. So I cut it up. And then I put it in this pan here. And also with your cucumber, you could do anything you want with the cucumber. We could use the fork to scrape it. We could leave it smooth. So I have this end here smooth and this end here, the fork scraped it. You could cut it in small pieces. You could cut it in big pieces. Wish I have more cucumber, but as I say again, it's me and Kenny alone. So I'm going to cut them in chunks. Eh?
I'm going to buy more cucumbers, Mama's come.
No,
Breakfast?
no, I have more cucumber.
Oh.
Yeah, I have more cucumber, but I don't want no more. Just only me here. Yeah, so we cut it in small pieces. Yeah, cut it in small pieces. Yes, because we're making a vegetable.
Hi.
Making a vegetable. So there it is. Put it over there. If anything I would like with more lettuce, but I don't want no more. That's good. Yes. And you see I don't peel it. It is good. The roughage is good for us. It is very good. Here I go with my tomato. Here I go get rice upstairs. Yeah. So that is good. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave the rice to wash now. So I'm going to use this spray and leave it right there. So it's going to wash out all. Why we wash the rice? Because the rice have a lot of flour in there. We don't want too much flour in our body. So that's the reason why we wash the rice to take out the excess flour from the rice. Yeah.
Hello.
That's Kenny, everybody. That's Kenny.
Hey, I love daughter.
Mother cooking today. Vegetables, rice, peas, little rice, chopping tomatoes, and go in a bowl right there. Put it inside. Chop the next one right here. And I put the next, and mother cutting sweet pepper
Your mother loves to cook with sweet pepper.
and cut it up. Let me talk to me.
Okay.
And I'm cooking food. I'm vegetable for me and my mommy right here. And chopping it up like a little pieces. And chop it again. And mommy chopping the potatoes. No.
Sweet pepper.
Oh, sweet pepper. Let me get confused. The word.
So while I'm here cutting the sweet pepper, my rice is washing at the same time because I use the spray to wash the rice, and it's in a perforated bowl. A perforated bowl means it's in a strainer bowl. So we washing it right there. Yeah, so this is it, the rice here.
And drain.
This is the rice here.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm going to put it in the pot over here. Yeah. And when we put it in, we're going to stir it. We'll get out of the way to see.
Oh, what is the story, mommy?
No, I don't want to burn up the thing. We're going to stir it, the rice, because why we stir it? Because we want the peas to all over. Everything is in here, rice and peas already. We have salt. We have salt. We have coconut cream. We have a pepper. We put a pepper in there just to get the flavor from the pepper. So we have to put some more water in there. That's our rice they cook. It needs more water. So salt, butter, and scallion thyme. We cook the peas have to cook for a little while. So as I say, I did the peas from last night. So this morning when I wake up, we know. And remember, I tell you, if the peas is too soft, you're going to get a smudgy rice and peas. So here's the peas. Here in the thing, that it is good right there. You see, because remember, after we put the rice in, it's going to cook again. So we don't want the peas for too hard. We don't want it too soft, because if it's too soft, what is going to happen? It's going to smudgy, and the rice and peas not going to shelly. Everybody like to eat them nice shelly rice and peas. Ladies, divas, and then when you're cooking on the rice and peas, please to cook the peas before you put the rice in. And again, please to let the rice cook properly, because as everybody said, they are cooking shelly rice and peas, and the rice and peas is not cooked. We want the rice and peas to cook properly. We want our rice and peas to cook proper. We don't want no rice and peas to eat hard, and then we are saying we eating thing here. Uncooked rice and uncooked flour is not good for us. So we put in this water in there. When you know that your peas is gonna get soft and saggy, is when you put too much water in there, and you know you put the spoon in and the spoon falls. So my spoon stay there for a little while. So sometimes it falls and it still gets saggy, but I know it's not gonna saggy. I know I have to put more water in there. So let it boil for a little while. When it boils and I stir it again, then I will know if it needs more water or it is good right there. So I'm gonna cover the pot now with the peas, and as you see right here, my comfort is bubbling. So remember, we always have a pan. The pan, we always have a pan. This pan come with the water. We used to stir the pot, stir each thing. So when you put it in there, it's wash it off clean. So by the time this water boils down to a little more, it's time for me to put in my peas my beans in my cow food because I already started from last night again. Ladies, remember, you have to, if you want to get a good eating cow food, you have to start your cow food from overnight. Let it boil for 20 minutes, cover it down, and let it stay on the stove until in the morning. Then you finish your cooking, then you get your cow food come out very good. It don't eat saggy. When it eats saggy, I do not eat it. I don't like it when it's saggy, when it passes my throat. Remember, everything you use again, you wash them and you put them away. Each time you use something, you wash it and you put it away. So when in the time of closing up, when you're cooking, you don't have a lot of stuff there come bugging you, causing you to get an accident with the stuff. Then we wash. We keep our area clean and dry. And remember, if there anything still on the floor, please remember to wash it, to mop it up. Because you know, I went somewhere the other day, and the person was going into the in the pot. It was a restaurant, and something spilled on the ground. And as soon as she walked in, she slid all the way in. She could fall right in that stove, and burn up herself. So we have to see that our surrounding is clean, especially if you are working at a restaurant. They have some mop. They have some mop like this. That's the people who are working in a restaurant. You need to have it on the floor because you could slide and you could hurt yourself. You could burn yourself to death, and nobody know. Because, for instance, if the front part of the store, a lot of people in there buying, probably they don't hear what's going on. They may hear the scream. By the time the scream go, you already died. So keep the area, always keep your area clean. If you has a mop and the mat on the floor is keep spinning over, move it and get the right one to put there. Because we don't want it, no one to fall, no one to hurt themselves, because it is very dangerous to fall and the whole pot of food that you cook tumble down and you. Yeah. So here it goes with my vegetable right here. That's a vegetable I made. That's enough for me and Kenny. Yeah. So then I put this in the refrigerator. That's my vegetable right there. Put it in the refrigerator until I go to church and come back. I have my food ready to eat. So ladies, divas, and Dan, Queen Olive is cooking cow foot. And it's not curry cow foot, it's brown stew cow foot. I don't know if anybody ever hear about the brown stew cow foot. Instead of we're gonna curry, we don't have to eat curry. We don't have to eat curry. We could brown stew it. We could do anything you want to do with it. Yeah. You want to eat it white like that, it is okay. Like in Guyana, people don't eat cow foot like how we eat it. They make something they call sauce. I don't know if how Trinidadian people do it, but I know Guyanese, because you know everybody know that I'm really was close with Guyanese people and still close with Guyanese. They make sauce. They make a thing that you drink it like a soup. When they drink a lot, they drink it, the water to thin, but they put vinegar in there and stuff they like. But I don't drink it because I don't like it, and I don't eat the meat because I don't like it white like that. So I'm cooking this down right here. It's in the pot right there. And my rice and peas is right there. So when I'm finished, I got myself ready to go to church. And big up to everybody. This is Queen Olive Cooking Show. Yeah, it is all about cooking. Cooking. And remember, I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, divas and Dan, whatsoever food you have and you want to store your food for another day, your food could stay in your refrigerator for only 3 days. Because each time you open your refrigerator, you expose it to air, hot air. So we have to keep the food in your refrigerator for 3 days. If you wanted to keep it for more than 3 days, put your food in separate container and you put it in your freezer. Do not put the food in the refrigerator in one container. Put it in servable container. That's when you're ready to go. Take it out to use it. You just take out one container. Because if you put all one time, cook for your money. Yeah. So you You put it in a container like this or in a plastic container and cover it properly. Do not put it in like this. Don't ever put your food in the refrigerator like that. It's no good, and that's what can give you, it's going to get bacteria and you're going to get a stomach ache. Remember, so when your stomach ache around your navel, that's a bacteria. So you're going to put it in a container, seal, cover, and put it, stack it on top of one another. So you want to go in there to take out some, you take it out, take out a plate, you warm it, you want to warm it in your microwave, or you want to put it on your stove, you do that. When you want to stay for long, like you cook a lot of food, put it in your refrigerator, your freezer. Because when you put it in your freezer, it's good, it stay a long time, and it won't, no water will add to it. Nothing that's going to add to it. Only when things going to add to it is when you don't cover it properly. When you buy your bread, you put it in your freezer in the same way. Put it in there with its seal. If you buy a bread and you know it's your alone, every day you eat a slice or two slices, you wrap them in the Ziploc bag, put it in the freezer and put them on, stock them. So in the night before you go to your bed, you take out a package with your bread and you put it on your refrigerator and your countertop. And you put it on your countertop. Then when you're ready, you just make your sandwich. It's ready and it's no ice in there, and it's look like it just baked. Anything. And people who even go out of state and buy a lot of cigarettes, you're a smoker. I'm talking for my dance. You go out of state and you buy a lot of cigarettes. We're talking about food now, but I'm just giving you a little tip. When you buy those cartons of cigarettes, you know you're going to smoke them. You cannot smoke them in one day. The longer that's there and you're not smoking it, it's going to have a different taste. So if you want your cigarette to be okay, put it in your refrigerator again. Your refrigerator, it's very good. It's very good for a lot of stuff. Put it in the refrigerator. People use refrigerator to do all kind of wicked things, all kind of unhealthy thing. Refrigerator make for healthy stuff. You buy your bread, you buy even your rice. If you want to think, if you know you buy a bag of rice and you know you're not going to use it until 3-4 months, you put it in container and put it in the refrigerator, in your freezer, and when you're ready you take it out and you use it. Because we don't want, when we're ready, it start having mold or those little weebles and stuff in it, because if you're not using it, anything can go in them. So remember here, Queen Olive is cooking our cow foot. I did the cow foot from overnight, which I boiled it for 20 minutes and then cover it. So when we're ready to cook it today, my cow foot, it is like you're eating meat itself in your hand. It's not saggy. It's not saggy. It is meat eatable. So it's here cooking down now. And I do not use no curry because I don't want no curry. I use my browning. And the browning I use is the Grace browning. I use, you could, some people likes to use the burnt sugar or whatsoever browning you have. But the one that with the salt that they have, I don't use that, because if you're going to put it in there and probably you don't remember that it has salt and you add salt and it's going to salty. We don't want no salty food because we're getting up there in age. We don't want to get blood pressure. Some people cook without salt. Definitely I cannot. I have to eat my food with salt. And I know I do not cook my food with pepper. I do not cook a spicy food. Spicy food, if you want spicy food, you're going to add pepper to it. Like here is my pepper. Here is my pepper, ladies, divas, and then I made this from scratch. You see, when you go to the store and they have a lot of pepper out there, in the store, you could buy your pepper and make your own pepper at home. This pepper is made from the natural pepper, like this. This is this natural pepper. You're going to take off this stem, take away this black thing from there. Wash them, as I say, everything you wash before you put anything in. And yes, this pepper here is made with mustard, the yellow mustard. Let's show you everything. This pepper here made with, this is mustard. This is the mustard. That's what it's made with. Pepper. onion, and lemon. You're going to peel that lemon thoroughly, take away the seed, and you're going to put it in your blender with your vinegar. With your vinegar, and you're going to blend it with vinegar, salt, and it has to be tasteable. And you make your pepper. So right then and there, you have your pepper. You don't have to go to the store to buy pepper. You could just make it, and it's going to cost you less when you make it, and you have more pepper. Oh Lord, this water boiled out so quick. Excuse me, I'm going to put some more water in the pot. Yes, over here in the pot. I'm gonna be here over here in this pot, in the rice pot. You see, I tell you, I know it's I know that it's gonna need more water. So this fire here, I call this the wood fire. So you see all the peas is on top there. I'm gonna pour more water in there, and I'm gonna stir it. I'm gonna pour water in there. And I'm gonna stir it, yeah. And I'm gonna turn the stove down. After you put it down, you gotta stir it, and then after when it boils down, you stir it. If it needs more water, you throw the water in there and you stir it, and you turn the stove down. Because if you don't turn the stove down, what's gonna happen? Your rice and peas is gonna burn. Nobody don't want to eat no burnt rice and peas, so I'm stirring it, and I'm going to turn down the stove, and it's going to take its own time and steam the rice down properly. Yeah. Some people used to tell, when I was growing, they tell we were not to use spoon in rice and peas. I don't know why they was telling me that, but spoon is the best thing you have to use. You cannot use fork in there. So put it on, right? Cover it back, and I'm going to turn it down low, and it's going to steam, finish steam, and cook. And remember, I'd say again, turn it down and it's steam. Remember, say again, your rice and your peas must cook properly. And in order for you to don't have a greasy area while it's hot, you keep wiping, so you get rid of all those things. So remember, I said we could turn our hand and make all kind of fashion. We could make all what we have. Sometimes we think that we are cheap. It's not cheap. We make more. We get more out of our money by making it. It's very easy to make. You're going to have your pepper, your mustard, your vinegar, and your lemon to make it. To make your pepper, and it is very good and healthy. Here it goes. Very good and healthy. That's the pepper I made. Yep. Most of the pepper was here was green pepper. If it was red pepper, you get it red. Yeah, there it goes. And you know summer is coming up, everybody. Summer is coming up. Everybody get to buy your barbecue ketchup. Barbecue ketchup is it's gonna be on sale soon. Buy them and save them, and you're gonna make them to how you want. I cannot tell you all my secret, but I'm gonna give you a little hint. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so this is the barbecue sauce. Get up all your barbecue ketchup, get up all. Do not use Hunt barbecue sauce. It doesn't gonna make your thing taste good. This is it again. We use it to blend the barbecue sauce with ginger and sugar. Ginger and sugar, you blend it with a little pepper. If you want pepper, you could make two. One without pepper, one with pepper. And it is very good. It is very good and delicious for your barbecue when you're eating your jerk chicken and things. You see, a lot of people out there say they have the best sauce, I'm not going to go in detail and tell you how to do it, but anybody want to know, you call me and I tell you it is very good. You don't have to go buy those one and just use it and your barbecue just like that. We make it over and it is very good. So I make all these things and keep these things because sometimes I have friends come over, they need pepper, they want barbecue salt, and I have them. Yeah. Yes, Steve is undone. So my pot is on here. I don't have to be stirring this like that. We just want it to boil down, and this is getting nice and pretty. Let me get the fork and show you. That's where we need a fork right now to show you that we don't need, or we can use one of the clamp. Yeah. Remember, everything you take out of your drawer, you have to rinse it out, because you know it's made from wood. It's made from board, so each time you put your stuff in there, it's, you know, little particles from there is gonna go. Remember again, I said this is it. Cow foot is full of bone. Cow foot is full of bone. So you see how I do it right here? You see how I do it right here? So when we cook it like this, we have meat to eat. When we cook it like the other way, when we was a kid, we used to cook it, sometimes they put all 10 penny nail in there and thing. We cannot eat it because it is too soft. There's nothing on it. All the bone, you spend all the money and buy it, and all the bone, everything gone and turn water. So we do it like this, you see it? So we have something to eat when we finish cooking it, yeah. So that's what we have there. And I said we give it like, say, 30 minutes, and we're ready to go. Yeah, stirring. Yeah, so we have meat in our pot. We don't only have water. We have meat in the pot. That's it over there. We have meat in the pot to eat. So mostly man, they like cow foot. So ladies, who your husband like cow foot, remember that is how we do it. That's, they got some cow foot to eat. You don't have only the cow foot water, and all the bones still stay on it. Yeah, we don't boil it like that. So people put it in the pressure cooker. Yeah, you could do it in the pressure cooker for a little 5 minutes too, and you get it out. But we want to eat. We want to have something in our mouth eating, so we are eating meat. So this fire is gonna still up because we are cooking this. But this is the rice that we have to turn it down because it will burn. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, divas and Dan, the peas must put to cook first. You don't have to soak it. Anyhow you choose to do it. You don't have to soak it. You have your rice and peas ready. You cook the rice, you put the peas on, you washed it. Remember, you have to wash it because although it's in the package, it still can, anything could reach in there. So we have to wash it, and then we put it on to boil. When you put it on to boil, you put it on to boil with the hot water from the pipe. Then when it boiled up, everything is gonna come up on the top. Then you use cold water to sink it back in the bottom. When you sink the peas, and then you put all your ingredients like your coconut cream, your scallion, your thyme, onion, not to use in rice and peas. They said it's make the rice and peas get spoiled very quick. So you put your onion, you put your scallion, your thyme, your celery, and your pepper, and you put your salt. Salt has to be in rice and peas. Some people don't eat peas, salt, none at all. So if you're cooking for you and your husband or your mother or whoever doesn't eat salt, you're going to take out that particular pot and use a small pot to cook there. But when you put your rice, salt in the rice and peas, you really eat good. And how I cook my rice and peas, you don't have to eat a whirl of gravy with it, because too much gravy is not good for us. You know, there's a lot of things that are coming around now with cooking this and cooking that. Like my sister was telling me, oh, Olive, make the green juice. I said my mother wasn't drinking any green juice, and my mother lived for so long, she wasn't making any green. If it wasn't for her arthritis, then she probably should be here, because she used to cook. We never know nothing about green juice, and I am not drinking any green juice. Who want to make green juice, it is fine for you, but Queen Olive is not making any green juice because I am not drinking all those stuff. It could drink, of course, everything could drink, but the Queen Olive not drinking. So be yourself, do what you want to do. Yes, yes, Kibi, yeah, you know, you do, and everybody cook their food the way how they want the food to cook. And then again, ladies and divas and Dana, you see the Queen Olive hand? It's very soft and smooth. If you are a cook, a professional cook in the restaurant, use your gloves. You don't want to have, if you're laying down like this, is your smelling season. If you're walking, going where your whole body is full of season, you have to put your gloves on to protect your hand, because later on to be, your hand is gonna be looking so old and machete, chopped up and stuff. You get stick by a fish bone, stick by a meat bone. You end up gonna have some kind of sickness, because raw meat bone could give you sickness. You think you're getting all kind of things. So protect yourself, not because it's your job. Any job you do, you have to protect yourself. That's why they have protective things to use. You know, I have my apron there. I didn't put my apron on today because, you know, I was just doing a little fasting. But ladies, divas, and that, remember, protect ourselves in whatsoever we're doing, because we could hear right now, and this pot's turn over and we get burned up. That's why we has on the floor, we has mat in the kitchen to protect us from things, because the floor there that we have, and I'm trying to get away, I could fall, slide and it fall. That's why I said, if you're in the restaurant, people, please have your right protective thing. That's why like enough restaurant has been closed down, because of the inspector go there and they don't have the right thing. They're supposed to have the paper towel holder. You're supposed to have your towel. You're supposed to have your mitt. You have everything to use to protect you from getting, when you fall, because anything could happen. No, nothing is not perfect. So this is Queen Olive here again, going through your fridge. And Sunday morning, every Sunday morning, ladies, divas, and Dan, you go, you clean your fridge out. Sunday morning, you take out everything that you store from last week in the fridge and throw it out, because it's no more use. Especially they weren't in the freezer, there was in the refrigerator. Remember, everybody call this your fridge. One side is the freezer and one side is the refrigerator. The refrigerator doesn't freeze. The fridge freeze. Anytime your refrigerator started to freeze, this time when you said, well, you have to get a new refrigerator. Or if you have warranty and your refrigerator, you call the warranty and say, well, my refrigerator has been freezing. If you find that your stove, if you buy a stove and your stove cannot do the self-clean, you have to call the warranty. That's why they use this, and we use a warranty. Then when the warranty people come in, if they can't fix it, they give you a new one, because you have been paying all along. So lady, anything we are doing, we have to take precaution in what we are doing and try to save, because we don't want to keep going buying all the time, because grease is a thing trapped in the stove, like in the round where the burners are, grease trapped in there. And if you're, when you're ladies, I'm telling you, when you're gonna clean your stove, self-clean your stove, just take off your burner and put it in the oven. When you're cleaning your stove, put the burners, even the top, these top here, you put them in there, and when you finish cleaning them, it's like you got a new. You don't worry about the keypad. Sometimes you're pressing the keypad, you put something what you want, and then people get destructive and said they are cursing. But you know, this is Queen Olive now. I get to understand these people. Sometimes some people come, they are frustrated, and they come on the computer because they're so frustrated about something, and then they hear you say something which they think it's not right, and they take out all the frustration in you. So I don't make nothing bother me. I don't make nothing bother me no more. I could understand these people, everybody, because I'm human being too, because sometimes I'm really frustrated. Yeah, sometimes something bother me, really frustrated, because from the other day you haven't seen me up. It's not a matter of I don't want to cook, but I'm going through a little thing. Of course, everybody goes through it every now and then. So I said this morning, let me do my cow foot, because I opened the refrigerator. Say I'm going to cook tomorrow. What I'm going to cook? I said the cow foot just come right up in my face. I bought it from you know when and have it in there, because I don't do a lot of cooking, because it's only me and Kenny alone. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, sweetheart. Thank you. Yeah. Spoon is in the rice. What you said? Go back there. Yes, when you come back. Yes, spoon supposed to use in your cooking, not fork. Because when you're, like when we are at the restaurant and we are making rice and peas, we cannot use a fork to stir the rice and peas. We don't have a big fork like that. We have a roast stick, and a roast stick is a spoon. We have to stir it with a spoon. The fork, it has two like this. When you stir it, it's only here getting stirred, here getting stirred. What about here? No stir. So we have to have the spoon to do all the stirring, that everything goes together, because we want peas goes together with the rice. Yeah, so there's nothing wrong, sweetheart. We used to say that one time, but there's nothing wrong with that. I'm drinking something because I'm talking. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with to use a fork and the spoon. A fork is definitely used when you're frying, but I see where this is more economic more than the fork, because you got to stick it with the fork. This, remember to tell you, I have this right here. So if you want to do, you don't have to wait on to open. You just do like this. Look at me. It's open. Do like this and pull it down. It is closed. Look at it. It is very good. And all around here are silicone. It is everything they make with silicone. It is very good for ladies. You're frying fish, you're frying your sausage, you're frying anything you're frying. This is here to use, and it's more economic, and it has a hole right here. When you washed it, you just hang it up if you have those spoon hanger in the kitchen and stuff. You know, we have to try to find the thing that's make cooking more easy for us. If we don't find a thing that make cooking easy for us, we don't want to cook. Like me, if I could find a way how to make dumpling easy for me, I would think that. You know, sometimes we used to make, as I talk about dumpling, one time when we used to make the cow foot back home, they used to make these little dumpling and put in there like when they make stew peas. But some people do it while some people don't do it. You choose to cook how you want. If you want dumpling in there, it's good. If you want peas in there, it's good. If you want bean in there, anyway, you turn your hand and then you can start it to say, well, okay, I turn my hand and I make fresh and I make a new creation of how to cook. Like everything I do, I make my creation because I tried it out first before I come open my big mouth and tell people, well, you do this and you do that. Cooking is very simple and easy if you put your mind to it. You have to put your mind to what you want to do. If you don't put your mind to what you want to do, it's not going to work. Even to cook some rice, white rice, some people have to use the rice cooker to cook white rice to get it come out shelly. I don't have to do that because I estimate the rice, what I'm cooking, and how much water I have to put in there. And when you put the rice on, as soon as it boiled up, you stir that pot and turn it down low. It take its own time and steam. And remember again, ladies, don't talk about your cooking shelly rice and the rice is not cooked. And the rice is not cooked. It hurts your belly. The rice has to be cooked. And if you put too much rice in the pot, and the pot cannot hold that, the rice is not going to cook. So you have to all along you've been cooking, you know, I'm cooking a pound of rice, 1 pound of rice. You have to know, you have to estimate the water. If you put it on and you see like it's too much water, throw off the water before you finish cooking. Like some people, how they cook the rice, they boil it and then they strain the water off and they cook it. And you get a lovely shelly rice from that way. Like, again, I would say my GT people, and that's how I see they cook it. They boiled it in a whole big pot of water, and when it boiled up to their dimension where they think it's cooked, they strained it off, and they're ready to eat, nice and fluffy. I like my rice fluffy and fat. I don't like them little slim rice, them little margar rice, because it's not cooking. Like I say, a lot of people put up their food and say, oh, my food is good, my food is... Shelly, it's not cooked. Please to cook your rice. It will hurt you. It is not good to eat raw flour. So I said, this is good. You buy this. It's cheap. Anybody in Brooklyn area, there has a place downtown Brooklyn named Closeout. They sell all the designers things down there for low price. You go down there, when you go down there in the morning right at Court Street, a lot of people down there waiting in line to go down there because every day they put out new stuff. Every day they put out new stuff. For instance, look at this. People would think if you put the pot on this, the pot is gonna melt this. No, it's a rubber, silicone. Everything in comes in silicone. It's not gonna melt it. This, you put it there. Instead of you put your pot on the countertop right here, you put it there. And when you put it there, you put the hottest part from the oven or from the top of the stove. You put it on, and it doesn't burn this, and it doesn't make you think that it's gonna make your countertop, break. Because if you're gonna put something down on your countertop and you don't put nothing on it, even you put the a towel, it's not good enough. But this is good to protect your countertop. We have to protect what we have. It doesn't make no sense we're gonna buy a thing more than once. Every time you have to go and buy a thing. So I buy this little one that I could put my pot on, anything. So yes, we're here talking about cooking. We're cooking some rice and peas. So here, you see, you can look at the rice and peas. You see it? You see it? Look at the rice and peas. You see the thing? It's getting fat. Yeah. You see the rice and peas? It's getting fat and fluffy. So I know right then and there my rice and peas is cooked. You understand? Because you see, if you see the raw rice, it's gonna stay there and it's gonna steam until it's finished cooked and it's nice and fluffy. We don't want to eat raw rice and peas. Remember, this is rice and peas from scratch. We put the beans on, we put the peas on to cook. We wash it thoroughly. Remember, anything we buy, we washed it. If even into the package, we're gonna wash it because we don't want to have somebody put package in it. They put the ring fall off in there, or a fingernail fall off in there, and we have it cooking and eating. That's what we sick with it. A lot of people sick because of things that go inside of their body. You know, a lot of people sick because of that. Yeah. So there, my cow foot is there, simmering down. I'm gonna put my peas in there, my beans in there. This is my bean here. I'm gonna open and put in there because the water is boiling down. And it's gonna be ready. So let me bring up this thing right here. Yes, that's it. Ready like Uncle Freddy. So I'm gonna put my bean in there, and my coffee is gonna be ready. I know a lot of people here watching. They say they know something. I think I should go and eat some of that. Go make some. Yeah, you have your pressure cooker. You could do it in your pressure cooker. Yeah. Okay, here it is. And then again, remember, Queen Olive tell you, whenever you're buying, remember to spend your money and buy the best thing. This is KitchenAid opener, and it's very good. These things, if you buy these things at Macy's and it doesn't work, you take it back, so long as you have your receipt. Yes, and you get a new one. It is very good, and these are very good, and they are made from good material. They doesn't get rusty. And right here, that how you use this thing, you get a little toothbrush. Have a toothbrush in your kitchen. Have a toothbrush, put some soap on it, and go in between here and wash, so you get rid of the residue from whatsoever we use to cut it. We get rid of it from there. Yeah, we got to care what we have. Yeah, so there is the peas. The water and everything is going to go in there. Yeah. The butter bean. There is the butter bean all the way from the pot. Okay. There is in the pot the butter bean. So let me get my stir it. Yeah, here's the pot. Yeah. So we have like another 10 minutes for this thing there. And you notice that the butter bean going there, you see the difference from the, it's started to turn gravy. So we're going to make it boil down for another 10 minutes, and then we have gravy ready, and our cow foot is ready to eat, and we have cow foot to eat. We do not have these things soft and saggy. Some people cannot swallow it because it's too soft and saggy. That's what used to happen to me when I was a child. But then I decided to make my own creation of how to do it. Yeah, and big up myself to Sally. I used to cook, but wasn't a great cook until I started to work with Sally. I taught a lot of things from her. She taught me a lot of stuff, how to do this and to do that. And then from there, with her teaching, then we learned more. I learned more how to do other different country dishes. So like I'm around with the Guyanese, I could make the chow mein. I could make the fried rice. I could make the cook-up rice. You know, I could even make the sauce also too when you move with other people, because they wanted to know how to cook your to cook certain things, so they wanted to know how to do it. So we tell them, we share our thoughts. It is nice to share our thought, but sometimes we share our thought with some people, and they're more productive more than we, and they go and make a lot of money. There's nothing wrong with it. You can be jealous because you have it within you and you didn't do it. So I'm gonna taste this to see if there's any little thing it's needed. Oh, it's good. It is good right there. You don't want nothing more. So we are just making, while I'm waiting on now to make the gravy. Some people when they're making their stuff, they use their gravy. Are you sure you want to stop steaming? No. Okay, please. Yeah. Some people, they can cook and make gravy like that for themselves. They has to put cornstarch or flour to make the gravy, but I don't have to do that because you notice what I didn't have. I didn't have a big pot of water on. I have a small amount, so by the time it boils down, we get our own little gravy, and there we're gonna ready. So I'm gonna get a plate ready, and I'm gonna display a plate with the food that I'm just making, so everybody will see exactly what I do this morning before church. And today it's all about cooking and how we store our food. When we're storing our food in the refrigerator, remember, you have to cover your food because it's gonna fridge burn, and when it fridge burn, that's when it's gonna hurt you. Nobody don't want to eat fridge burn food. People eat it because they doesn't understand that it's not good for us. And as again we say, as when with our microwave, when you use our microwave, a lot of people say the microwave is no good. Microwave, it is good. It's when you don't clean your microwave and you put your food in the microwave and doesn't have a cover to cover the food. That's when the microwave, whatever food in there for so long, like me, I've been using the microwave for so long, and I just go open the microwave and put the food in the microwave and start it. Whatever food residue up there and it didn't clean, it's gonna get heated up and drop into the food that you're eating. It can make worm. After 3 days you don't use the microwave and food up there, it's gonna make worm. So we have to be careful. We have to be careful of how our surrounding with our food. When we are cooking our chicken, doing our fish, when you finish, you got a bottle with bleach and you spray your kitchen area, spray your countertop, spray anywhere you see there's a thing, because you would frighten to find out where cutting the meat, how it spill all over the place and you don't know, and those are the things that get us sick. We have to be careful. When we have nails, we have to wash our nails. That's why I use a lot of gloves when I'm cooking, because you could doing something, lotion your skin or whatever, and then lotion and thing get in between the nail. Wash your nail with a brush when you go to the bathroom. When you come back to the kitchen, you wash your hand again, because we are eating the food. We are not giving it to our husband, our children alone. Or if we are giving to our husband, our children, we have to take care of our children and our husband, see that they are get clean food. We don't want nobody to have nothing. We don't want nobody to get no kind of germs, no sickness because of our fault. We have to get everything put together, clean food, clean area. Because food is the stuff of our life. Without the food, we cannot sustain. Our body cannot sustain. Some people are taking high blood pressure medicine, and some people are taking cholesterol, all different kind of sickness. They are taking medication. You have to have your meal before you take that food, because if you take that pill on your stomach and don't eat, it's going to tear up the wall inside of your stomach. Food is very important to our body, and all the people who like the juice, the green juice. I'll drink the carrot one, yes, of course, and the other one, but the green juice, no, I am not eating. So anybody likes to use that, that's it too. She said her grandmother lived at 90 and she wasn't drinking any green juice, which definitely true. I was saying that. My mother lived so long and she wasn't drinking no green juice. So when my sister told me to drink green juice, I said, you could drink it. You could drink it. A lot of people likes to follow. Later on, you so here they come on the news, and telling people what these green juice, what you're drinking. Some of them we don't know what people put in there. Be careful, it is killing people. You so hear that because these people run to everything, everything. You could make your juice, of course, because everything that we eat could make juice, but we don't know what these people put in. And then sometimes you go to those people, the machine is so dirty. They don't have no time to wash the machine. And they're constantly using that over and over and over. That is what brings bacteria. Spoon in the rice and peas. Not salt, hello, just feed. Error. I don't understand what that person just said. Spoon in the rice and peas. I have to eat spoon. Spoon is what you use to stir your pot. You cannot use fork to stir your pot. You use fork to fry. That it was in the way gone back. People used to use fork. People don't use fork no more. If you go to buy jerk chicken, you don't see them have fork. It's this everybody use. It is more easier. But when you're going to put the chicken in the pot to fry it, you're going to hold this and you put it down. A fork, it may drop off and splash up all over. You used to see one time people full of burns all over them body. Burns because when they're cooking, the things splash up all over. I've been cooking for so long. Sometimes I've been going over here cleaning. Most of the time when I get a burn is when I'm cleaning. I go over to clean, I get burned. But this spatula, it is very good for everything. Frying even your egg, not even the egg lifter I don't use no more. This is very good. So, whatsoever you likes to use, ladies, go ahead, use it. I'm not stopping you. But take a try one day with this and you will see. You have all different sizes. Yeah, this is the size when I'm doing my jerk chicken outside. This was the time when they don't have the clamp up here like this. You got to do it like this. Yes, this is when I'm doing my jerk chicken. Yeah. And as you could see, a wooden spoon. You'd never see a wooden fork. A spoon. Used to stir anything. In the restaurant where they have those big pot, they have something, you call it a roll stick. A roll stick they used to stir your rice. They don't have a roll fork. So, everything they have make it easy for us in cooking. Everything make it easy for us in cooking. You have this, we call this a perforated spoon. If you're making a soup, and you're gonna do soup, somebody wants a lot of food. You use this and go down in the pot at the bottom. You take up the food. The soup spoon. This is the soup spoon. The soup spoon come up with soup and food. So this is what you use to take up the food only, because it's all holes in it. So all it's gonna go back. So they make things very easy for us now, and learning is very easy for us to do in cooking. You have all your stuff that you use. As I say, when you cut up your vegetable, this is what you use to take up the vegetable. You have. So although we don't have a restaurant home, you could buy this and use it. It's much more better to use this because you're using the knife, like I was using that too long, and take it up. It's gonna fall. So when you have it on this, you see it there, you put on it, you cut up your stuff, you just take this, sit up, and throw it in your pot. We have, life is more better. Like for my chopper right here, they have the one with the board handle. See, this one is all metal. So I don't have think about I have to buy one for no time soon. And I have this one very, very a long time I have it. Each time it gets dull, I just take it to the shop and they sharpen it for me. So I have my stuff then that I use that make things more easy for me. So ladies, these are done. Also, when we are gonna make our carrot juice, remember we just cut the bottom and the top and put it in our juicer, which I have a juicer there. We don't take off the skin because the skin does have all the vitamin in it. But when we're gonna use the carrot to cook, when we're gonna cook with the carrot, if you don't take the skin off, when you're eating it, it's gonna like you're eating a plastic that cover over it. So this is the carrot. This is for the carrot. take off the track. It also could do our potato too, but by using my knife do my potato, it's more faster. So this is what we use to do the carrot when we're going to cook it in the pot on the fire. We got to take off the skin, because if we don't take off the skin when you're eating it, it's like you're eating a piece of plastic. That's how it is. So ladies, when you go out and save gadget for your kitchen, buy it. It's we necessarily need them. Yeah. So let me look at this and see what is going on here. We're waiting for this now to cook down, and this cook down. Then we share a plate of it and we show you what is going on. So it's coming to come in. Almost there. It's just one like another. I said 10 minutes. I'm not gonna wait 10 minutes. It's just one like another 5 minutes and we're ready to go. Which I'm gonna put a pepper in there again. When you put the pepper in there, all we get from the pepper is the flavor. We get from the pepper the flavor. We don't get, it's not gonna burst, because if you don't burst it, if you don't burst the pepper, it's not gonna get hot. So putting the pepper in there to get some flavor, and I'm gonna put away all this stuff and get my plate out ready. So out ready. Yes, so I'm gonna just gonna throw out right there for my birds and my cat outside. So I'm cleaning my countertop, because it doesn't make sense you put your food down and something and your food, the countertop is dirty or your surrounding is dirty. Our surrounding is supposed to be clean at all time. Don't wait until somebody is coming. You're gonna want to wash a glass, or you're gonna run and wash a plate or a spoon for the person who's coming. Always have your things clean. When you take a glass out from the cabinet, you still has to rinse it out. So you go in the cabinet and take out a glass, you rinse it out. Doesn't wait until the person come, you're gonna run and wash that one in front of the person. So I'm gonna get my plate ready to serve. My food in my plate here. I just take it from the dishwasher. So I'm gonna wash it again, rinse it off, because when we're sleeping we don't know what things is moving around the place. Sometimes we may say we don't have roach, we don't have rat, and we're surprised to see you wake up in the night and go into the bathroom, you see what's running from your house, all kind of insect. Because right now we have to be careful, because it's, you know, it's, I'm talking about people in United States. We have to be careful, because, you know, it's getting now warm, you know, especially in the basement. We have all kind of little big water bugs, what the thing they call centipede, them things be running all over the place, because, you know, those places are cold and sappy. So, you know, anything can come up in the cupboard. We can have water leak in there, we don't know, and all kind of things come up in there. So in anything and anyway, things happen. We are not too good. That's, things may happen and we don't know. So here my rice is ready. Nice and ready. My rice is nice and ready. Yep. I'm gonna take a cup of nice and ready. Yes, I'm right over here. Yes, over there, look at the rice over there. It's nice and shelly. Nice and shelly the rice is. Look at it. Look at it, everybody. Nice and shelly. See? Nice. My grain them is well cooked. I don't know, have no hard grain in there. Yeah? So, the rice is ready. So, we're going to turn off the rice. But remember to see that all your knobs are on off. When the last thing you're leaving out of your house to go somewhere, remember to turn back and look at your rice, at your stove if all the knobs are off. Because, you know, that's very dangerous for us. Yeah. So, my cover back on here, and my stove is off. And I put some rice in here. And I'm going to put some my comfort in here. This is nice and cooked down nice. Yeah, there I go. Turn off this stove. It's already there. I'm sneezing. I don't know why I'm sneezing. Still around, can I hear my voice? Yes, I'm still around. So there's a comfort there ready. And gonna put some salt. Then you see. Yes. Yes, ladies, divas and Dan, there with it. There is our food ready. It is all ready. And you see, I said 30 minutes, probably less than 30 minutes because how I do the cow food. I did it from overnight, and there's the rice and peas there ready and the vegetable, and that's what Queen Olive do for the day. And thank you, KB. Thank you. You say you love the presentation. Yes, anything we do, we're going to do it from our heart and with love. And anything we do, we must always do it clean. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Anything we do it from our heart. Yes, and Queen Olive do it from her heart. So to each and everyone who take the time out from their lovely Sunday cooking, you could tell anyone to come over on Queen Olive page or YouTube page, Olive Holland, where you see where Olive do her live cooking. And through now, because I'm going to get ready to go to church. One of my church sisters already called me and tell me that she haven't eat for 2 weeks Sunday dinner. And if I cook, I wish I always have my Sunday dinner. I didn't go to church last week, so I'm going to go to church and get my extra prize. And thanks to each and every one. I will be praying for you. And remember, Queen Olive just do cow foot, stew cow foot with rice and peas and my vegetable here. We have to make our vegetable looking so pretty. We could put anything you want to put there. You want to put an apple, you want to put a strawberry, you want to put a pineapple, cantaloupe, anything you want to put in your vegetarian. It is good. You put it in there. Yes, so once again, Divas and Dan, you can go over and watch it. And as I was doing the live, I was giving you a little tips about what the things that we're supposed to have in our house. And remember, when you buy your bottled water, again, people, do not put them in the refrigerator. Put them inside the house and drink your bottled water from room temperature. It is very good room temperature water to drink. So each and every one of you, I was enjoying doing my cooking for you. And have a wonderful time. Goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye. Yes, Audrina. Share.